It's Logan, and this is my 9-month update. Yes, just so you know, you will be seeing chickens walk around in the background. Nothing I can do about that right now. Anyway, let's get to it. Sorry, allergies. So, it's actually the end of 9 months right now, and boy, a lot went down last month, that's for sure. Birthday, as you all know. Pride, which was both great and tragic at the same time, but still amazing in the fact that a lot of people wound up coming out and celebrating and being an ally, or just being proud and being themselves. And especially with Providence Pride, there was like 3 times the amount of people that I've ever seen there. But so that happened. So those were the good things that happened in the month. And then I had later on I had a situation where I got to experience visiting a childhood friend and seeing them being addicted to a substance, and then being made to feel wrong for feeling uncomfortable around it. So I wound up getting myself out of the situation, but that was the crappy part, and kind of messed with my mind a little bit, and like depression and thinking not so kind thoughts about myself. But you know what? That's their problem, it's not my problem. I still haven't heard from them. Nothing, no apologies, nothing, so I don't expect to hear anything, because right now I just don't know them. It's not them, it's a substance that they're using, so it hurts, but I got other shit to worry about right now, and that's exactly how I need to feel about it. So anyway, in relations to tea, because I'm trying to hurry because it looks like it's gonna rain, I have had no dose changes so far. Voice has dropped once again, and I like it. Mentally and emotionally, for the past few months, I wrote down my feelings, as my attention span, as I talked about before, is kind of like, but I've definitely been going through like a crippling depression the past few months, and been trying not to really like talk about it too much, because I don't really like affecting other people's moods and stuff. But you know what, it's healthy, and there needs to be like something done about the stigma of like not talking about how you really feel, and only when you're happy and whatever. Like, that's just bullshit. So yeah, I've been feeling, I was for a while going through some crippling depression, and then I think because I know it wasn't obviously hormone related, but just things going on in my life and trying to get my shit together, and see the light at the end of the tunnel, as far as like there being a goal and there being a positive outcome for all the work that I've been doing, even though I've been feeling like a loser. And with that, I also want to say that now that that's kind of, it's like not gone, obviously, because I will have depression the rest of my life, but it's getting better. And I feel like, this is weird to say because there's no such thing as normal, but it's like I'm normalizing now, like feeling like myself before tea, in the way of like, I don't know, it's like really hard to say. There's like a fucking bug around here. Like emotions wise, and certain things, like mentally and emotionally, I think. But it's not bad. It's definitely good things, because for a little while I was kind of getting a little freaked out. I'm like, I can't feel anything. Like, it's really hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, it is more difficult, I feel, for myself to like be very emotionally invested in certain things. And I feel awful about it, because it's like I've had a few people that have expressed interest in me or feelings for me, and I haven't felt anything about that. And I feel awful, but I mean, there's just nothing I can do. Like, I just don't, I don't know. Or it wasn't, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with me. I think it's just because I've just been without being intimate with somebody else for a while, so I have no idea what it has to do with, but I am sorry. I really am. I don't know. I know it's selfish, but I just can't do anything if I don't feel that way. I'm not gonna put myself in that position. I don't know. And I don't want to hurt the other person, obviously. I just don't like being an asshole. But I've been getting better with talking about my feelings and expressing myself. I mean, I had to do that when I was visiting that friend that had a problem, even though my feelings were completely invalidated. But it was good for me to express how I felt, and that was something I definitely needed to do, and I learned a lot through that. And I also learned a lot about being grateful for being on T, because I have more control of my emotions, and I don't know. Also, on a physical level, I am very glad to be on T. The situation happened at Pride, and I had to help a friend out. They weren't feeling so hot, and I had to carry them for a few blocks. So I'm really, really glad, and I mean a few blocks. I'm really glad that I was able to have them on my back and just carry them the whole way. Yes, I was a little tired and a little sore the next day, but I'm grateful, because if I wasn't on T, there was no way I would have made it the entire way like that. Yeah, little spider. Let's see, what else? Alright, so as far as emotions go, I've been feeling a lot of back and forth with feeling like confident in myself, and um, in the fact that I am male, and like, people will or do find me attractive. I don't know, like, that I appeal to some people at least. And then I'll feel like shit, and then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just don't. Maybe people just see me as that weird in between, and it's all mental stuff. Obviously, like, it's just hard to get out of your head sometimes, and I don't know. It's just sometimes I beat myself up over it, and I'm just kind of like, but it has to do with a lot of things. Like, sometimes I just don't feel like I'm masculine enough for people, and I probably never will be. I don't know, because I just don't feel like I'm 100% masculine, and I just identify with just the male side of the spectrum, because it's not true. I know that I'm a two-spirited individual, and I know that I feel like I'm both and neither at the same time. And it's just very weird, and I try not to mention it and talk about it to other people, because I know it can be really confusing, because I mean, I'm already confused by it, but that's why I just tell people I'm just straight up trans, because I don't know how else to, like, put it into a way where I can get other people to understand. But I mean, I'm sure there's no way I can be the only person that feels like this. There's just no way, but whatever. But yeah, there's just a lot of times where I don't feel like I'm masculine enough for people, and that's okay. And like, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with, the area that I live in, when there's just like basically all the females over here go after like one or two specific kind of like stereotypical appearance and such of a man over here, and it just, whatever, it bothers me sometimes, because it just seems like people are so very close-minded about what they want in a person over here, but at the same time, it's like, whatever, I get it, because I have my preferences. I feel like a jerk about it sometimes, but I do. We all have our preferences, whatever. Anyway, now that I feel like I'm rambling, my bad. Things are looking up. Things are definitely looking up. I was able to get my license finally last month, after making another phone call yet again to the office, getting that, and then wound up, applying for a job and getting it at a spa, which I didn't want to do originally, because I didn't really want to work at a spa, but at this time in my life, I need to just do it. So, doing it. I also wanted to hold back because of the plans to originally move Massachusetts, which got ruined because of a former friend deciding to screw over a current friend in a very crappy, shady way by screwing him out of $450 by selling a ticket behind his back that he had for a music festival. But yeah, so those plans got ditched out the window thanks to that person, and so I've had to revise my plans a little bit, and that means I need to somehow think about how I'm gonna make top surgery happen again. Because with this new job, I'm not gonna be able to have state health insurance anymore, so I need to see what I can do for options as far as like buying a different health insurance and doing that, because I still want the doctor that I want that's in Massachusetts. So I'm gonna have to do more research, which is my favorite. New job. I am proud to say that I have brothers that are making their way into, or have started now, testosterone, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm so happy for them. You guys are awesome. Lynn, Kyle, love you guys. So I'm helping. I lost this word bomb came out. I'm happy to help them and give them whatever info that I have, that I've gained over this past almost year, because pretty much tomorrow is 10 months, so for this almost year of whatever knowledge I've gained, I like to pass on and help my brothers, and help them on their path, and whatever path they may choose, and give them whatever info I need, and I have. I can't talk today. and yeah, because I just like helping people, being there. It's awesome. Love you guys, proud of you guys. Aside from that, just to hop back a little bit, was I feel like a lot of the reasons why I personally have a problem with feeling so confident all the time is because I feel like a lot of people are still so, and I understand because things are moving slowly with the trans community and everything, and people, as far as people outside of it and not experiencing it themselves, I guess, or being trans themselves, privates are just so focused on, and it's crazy how people can be so close-minded. Like, it's crazy that I could not be an option for somebody because I wasn't born with something down there, you know what I mean? Or like, I feel like people wind up getting the thought of, I really like this person, I think that they're attractive, and they have this really great personality, and they're just awesome, and blah 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 blah, but I don't want to be seen differently, because where I live, pretty much everyone if somebody knows your business, basically everybody else is going to know your business. So it's just like, I don't really want to, be seen differently if I try with this person, like, you know what I mean? It's fucking awful, but it's temporary. It's always temporary. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, back to the cool stuff. Job. Gonna be a licensed massage therapist, which is awesome. I mean, I am one, but now I'll be a working one. Sent in my birth certificate yesterday, finally, because money and then procrastination. Birth certificate paperwork and money and stuff like that to get my birth certificate back with my new name and my gender changed on there, so that I can get my passport, which is like totally something I've been wanting to do for so long, so that I can finally travel the world and do all the exploring that I want. Also, next week I'm meeting with an acquaintance / friend that I made while I was going to the gym in my town, and he's a personal trainer, and he's awesome, and he's so cool, and I've came out to him way before I started hormones and everything, and he's really cool with it and everything, and I asked him, if I could meet up with him and get some help and start actually finally putting some work into this body, so I can be more physically happy with myself, my physical body, and everything, because certain areas I'm still not happy with, but it's gonna change soon, and I'm really excited. It's good things happening. Also, I have enough money now to move out of this place, not that it's bad, but to get my own space again, and have my dogs, and yeah, I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to just have my own space again, and oh god, it sounds so nice. But yeah, But that's really it for updates lately. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. Just that's how everything feels right now, you know. 10 months on this journey. Well, gonna be 10 months tomorrow, but 9 months on this journey, you know. I'm really happy for it. I'm really happy. I also got to meet Aiden. God, I'm the burp today. Aiden Dowling at Boston Pride, which was awesome. I was so nervous and I was so shaky. Like before I even had the guts, which thanks to a couple of my friends, they kind of made me. But before I even had the guts to like ask him to take a picture, which he's like a totally sweet, nice guy, and he's totally cool. Very muscular, and I felt very. I was like, yeah, I need to do something about my body. Yeah, but yeah, he's really cool, and I was really exciting, and yeah, it made me feel much better about like height and stuff too. That's all I'm gonna say. But I wasn't expecting that. I was really, really, really nervous and shy, and holy crap, it was amazing. Like my heart was racing, and it didn't get to like talk very long, but it was really cool. I'm really glad that my friends convinced me to do so and just go for it. So take that chance if you can. It's really awesome, and he's really awesome, and I don't know, it was a great time. But that's all. I feel like I ranted. I'm really sorry this video was really long. It's just been a while, and I've been really wanting to make one. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching. You guys are the best. That's for you. Peace.